Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
The Olson Gymnasium here on the campus of Bismarck Century High School is the home to tonight's WDA Volleyball Showdown. Welcome in, volleyball fans, to Bismarck, North Dakota, and the Olson Gymnasium for our pregame show here tonight, brought to you by our friends by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change brings you the showdown here tonight, where the 8-6 Minot High Majettes take on the 12-2 Century Patriots. Alongside of the former University of Mary standout on the volleyball court, it's Makenzie Quintus. I'm Nick Hulberg. Thanks for joining us here tonight for our pregame show. First things first here tonight, after you got my life story before the showdown here tonight, now we're set for volleyball, and we turn to a little more of an intense gear here as Century comes in on their home floor at 12-2. Minot High's won 4 straight, however, coming in to this showdown at 8-6. What do you expect out of the showdown here tonight between these two rivals?
Well, you know, you can always expect Century to come out ready to play, and I feel like you can always expect Century's opponent to come out and give it their all. This is the big dog. They want to come out, not be intimidated, get out there, give it your best shot.
Good call on that point. Having that target on your back as the #1 team inside the West region year after year after year, it seems, in the Century Patriots with the run that they had again last year all the way to the state championship where they lost to Cheyenne. They're almost unbeatable coming in at 12-2 overall. They did lose inside the WDA, however. They're 6-1 coming into the showdown here tonight. What is it about the Century Patriots that makes them so special? Is it the depth? Is that the bottom line for them?
I mean, that obviously has a lot to do with it. I think, you know, we've talked about this many times. It's just Jamie's built this program, and these girls respect her, they respect the program, and they want to play for the Patriots. That's you know, an accolade to have on your resume. I played volleyball for the Century Patriots.
On the other side for the Minot High Majettes under Jesse Gertson in the new direction there, only 2 years as the head coach, turning that program back to a winner, trying to make it a winner. Minot High struggled just a bit in the volleyball world for some years, and not necessarily struggled, they just haven't been at the top of the list. For the Magi, when you look at them here tonight, Zoe Czar has to be kind of the X factor in your mind?
Oh, for sure. I'm so excited to watch her play tonight. I haven't got to see Minot High play a bunch yet this year, and I just remember, how do you not remember a name like Zoe Czar? And when she comes out there and like lives up to it and just kills the ball, you're going to remember her, and I'm excited to watch her play tonight.
Pregame show tonight brought to you by our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Timely services that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Stay in your car. It's a drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They've got 5 locations, Bismarck and Minot. Gotta love that, where you just stay in the vehicle, you right at lunchtime, eat your salad, or in my case, Arby's.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And they tell you where all the things are in your car, because I pull up and they're like, do this, do that, and then they have to show me every time.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change coming to the rescue to make sure that people like Makenzie and I are able to unlatch the hood.
Yep.
The showdown here tonight, again, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change in the pregame show, along with others that you'll see here tonight. Let's look at our standings inside of the WDA coming into the showdown here tonight. And those WDA standings, after Minot High gets a win over Dickinson just the other night on Friday, Minot High still remains sitting in the number 6 spot in the West region at 4-3. Dickinson's at 4-2 at number 5. Legacy at number 4. Century currently sits 3rd inside of the conference. That's because Bismarck has 5 wins and 0 losses on the season. They've won 5 in a row. The Demons are on a bit of a heater. And, of course, Nold and company from Jamestown, the team to beat inside the West right now at +6 in their win column. 6-0 on the year for the Jamestown Blue Jays. How much of a factor early on in the season like this is a game inside the West region for both of these teams, looking for those points, but not only that, just the momentum moving forward?
Oh, I think it's huge. I mean, these are important games, and not only just for the wins and loss columns, but like they're confidence boosters. You know, like you said, Century's almost unbeatable, but almost is the key word there. Jamestown came in and took one from them, and that had to have been just a huge game for Jamestown.
We look at those standings. They're presented tonight by Ackerman Esfold. Other games tonight inside the conference. Turtle Mountain's at Jamestown. Dickinson's at Watford City. Correspondence here at Century. St. Mary's is at Mandad. Legacy at Bismarck. Talked about St. Mary's just as a side note before we head to our commercial break. You almost have to feel bad for the Saints. They've been there almost in every match. They just haven't been able to cross that hump. Tonight they travel across the river to take on Mandad. Hoping to see some success for them here in the near future.
Yeah, they're due. You know, and last year, Todd and I talked about this last week, they were kind of a second half team, you know, so I think they're right there. It just is going to take one hit, one ace, one dig, and they're going to get that win, and they might be unstoppable then. You don't know.
They might go on a run. Well, that's what the Majettes look to do here tonight. They're on one right now. They've won 4 straight, but they come into the Lions' Den here tonight to take on the Century Patriots, who have been at the top of the ladder in WDA Volleyball year after year, it seems. Should be a good one tonight. More of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show to come. When we come back, we'll look at the poll inside of North Dakota and where the media deems these teams line up. We'll also look at some of the key players here tonight. We'll have our starting lineups, our keys to the game, and then we'll get set for the opening serve here tonight as the Patriots host the Majettes in WDA Volleyball on the PSP Network.
What about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Homecoming week here in Bismarck at Century High School. Patriots volleyball with good crowd building here tonight. They had hot dogs outside and a little barbecue that was free to the public. Always fun festivities when you've got elements like that involved. Friday night, the Century Patriots are at home in high school football. They've got a tough draw, however, for their homecoming game as they take on the #1 Shanley Deacons in a rematch of last year's top-tier high school football state championship. Tonight, it's the Majettes and Patriots and girls high school volleyball here on the PSP Network. Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We know you're busy when you visit our service center. We don't waste time. We don't waste ours or yours. Our technicians are typically able to perform a full oil change service in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Minot and Bismarck. You can find them online, VIOC.com. Nick Hulberg alongside of Makenzie Quintus, the former University of Mary Marauder volleyball star, joining us here tonight. Well, we watched these two teams get warmed up and ready. We talk about the homecoming element to this game. Does that add any extra game plan or any extras to this in your mind here tonight?
You know, we talked about that last week too, because Legacy had their homecoming when they were playing St. Mary's. You know, it requires you to focus just a little bit harder. There's a lot of activities that come along with homecoming, and like I told Todd last week, it's a lot of fun activities, but you know, it's easy to get distracted and you just got to focus in on the task at hand.
You certainly do, especially when both of these teams come in on a bit of a hot streak coming into tonight. Let's look at the media poll real quick before we do anything else. Media poll inside of North Dakota Class A volleyball. Well, this is from a week ago. It hasn't changed yet. Fargo North, #1 at the top of the list. Davies at #2. Two teams from the EDC. Then you find Century at #3, Cheyenne at 4. Bismarck at #5. I'd be curious to see the next one when it comes out in a week if the Jamestown Blue Jays are going to crack into that top 5 and move on to the list. You'd almost have to think they would. Any big surprises here with last week's media poll?
No, I'd have to agree with you, though. I think the next one that comes out, you're going to see Jamestown crack that top 5 for sure.
Well, one of the reasons Century is where they are here this season is because of some of the studs that they have in this lineup. Let's take a look at some of the key players here tonight to watch for in this showdown. It's brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Roger Ward Moving and Storage has been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. You can find them online, RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. Schedule or move or find a quote online at Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They have their brother and sister company, jobbers moving in storage. Let's look at the Century Patriots first. And the key player tonight that we focus on here is Eden Fridley, leading the Patriots with 62 kills on the season. The senior outside hitter at 6 foot tall, ranked inside the WDA in the top 5 for kills and in digs on the season. Not only has she killed it 62 times on the year, she's got 92 digs as well. That really spells well all-around player, doesn't it?
For sure. I think that goes like sometimes unnoticed, not necessarily, but she's a really good defensive player as well. You know, like you said, she goes all the way around. The thing I appreciate about Eden is she's a leader on the court. And, you know, the girls go to her, you can tell. And she's just calm, cool, and collected all the time.
You see her on the far side of your screen in the number 3 uniform here tonight for the Century Patriots. All states, not only in volleyball, but in basketball as well. All West Region selection in both those sports. Also, there's Eden Fridley, who we highlight here tonight. On the other side for the Majettes coming into this evening, we talked about her quite a bit in the last broadcast that we did of Majette volleyball back in Minot last week, where Minot High got a win over St. Mary's. And Zoe Czar had our attention, and for good reason. Czar at that time was the kill leader inside of the WDA. Coming into tonight, those stats unfortunately have not been updated on the WDA website, but Zoe Czar still at the top of the list, and what she's been able to do here on the season. 30 kills for her coming into last Thursday night. She had 17 more, and then a win over the Dickinson Midgets on Friday night. She added to that pace as well. She's also got 30 digs on the year. Senior outside hitter at 5'7". You watched some of that game back the other night of Minot High taking on St. Mary's. You see what kind of offensive prowess she has, but you also see how important she really is for Minot High in that offense, of knowing that Minot High kind of goes where she goes, it seems.
Oh yeah, she's their go-to girl, and if they need a kill, it's going to Zoe. And she's a very important part of their team, because she is the one to go to. She's leading their offense. She's the one they can count on for a side out or a kill, get some points.
Zoe Czar is the one that we highlight for the Majettes here tonight. That's a look at a couple of the players to watch for, brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. One more break here on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. When we come back to Olson Gymnasium on homecoming week for the Century Patriots, we'll have our starting lineups and our keys to the game. Then we'll have our opening serve after we salute our great country with the Star Spangled Banner. It's high school volleyball on a Tuesday night from the capital city. Thanks for joining us here on the PSP Network.
Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America.
From tonight's match. First from the visiting team on the scoreboard from Minot High School.
Well, we meet the starting lineups inside of the gymnasium here at Olson Gym inside of Century High School as we get set and ready for this West Region showdown here tonight. Well, we meet that starting lineup in the background. Let's look at our keys to the game here tonight, brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. They're the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. No other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Those keys to the game tonight for me look like this. For Minot High, they can't afford any letdowns here tonight. They need a full match if they want to stick in this one here. And I think that almost could, on paper, I know that you got to play the game to win it, but Minot High really is the big-time underdog here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And you're right. There's not a lot of room for many errors in a row. You're going to make errors, but you got to keep them to a minimum.
On the other side for the Pats, just the flip side of that coin, when they have the depth that they have, they've got the size advantage with a handful of 6-footers, and they've got plenty of girls that can kill the volleyball and dig it up on the other side, on the defensive side. For them, to me, they just need to execute here tonight.
For sure. Stick to the game plan, focus on it, don't let the outside noise get to you, and, play the game. Watch for every ball to come over and just stick to it.
It should be a fun one tonight. It's Minot High at Bismarck Century on homecoming week here for the Century Patriots. Teams will meet at the nets and shake hands. And then when we come back, we'll have our opening serve tonight. It's high school volleyball here on the PSP Network. The energy's high inside the Century Gym tonight. Just about time for our opening serve. Not exactly sure what that background music is here tonight inside the gymnasium. Almost like a Lord of the Rings theme song or something like that.
Yeah, I liked it. It got me hyped.
Yeah, I'm hyped as well. Avengers, that's what it is. Thank you, John Haugen, running our camera here tonight. John, we appreciate you being here as always. Once again, Nick Hulberg alongside of the former University of Mary volleyball player, Makenzie Quintus. Minot High is in maroon here tonight on the right side of your screen. Century's in red. We are officially underway for WDA Volleyball tonight in the capital city. Friendly across. It was Czar that dug it up. Comes away to the front row. The smash came across. Dug up on the Walter attempt. Put on a tee here again. Zoe Czar is going to push it to the back row. Kept alive there from the middle. Wanko sends it over. Fridley tosses it back across. Back to Czar. She puts it over the net. Front row here for the Patriots. Kill attempt was there. Too many touches on Minot High. And the first points registered here for Bachman.
Well, that was quite the rally to start the game.
Yeah.
That was a long one.
Number 9.
Hopefully we're in store for more of that here tonight. Does that benefit or hurt Minot High here tonight if they can rally like that in your mind, or is that kind of a coin toss?
I think that benefits. I think, and especially when you win just even a few of those, it's like that confidence boost right there and momentum builder. Those long rallies are so fun in volleyball.
2-0 Patriots. They're on top of the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. It's BNC National Bank. They provide you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Find them online, bnc.bank. Patriots trying to add to a 2-0 lead. Big time dig in the back row. There's stretching out for that one for the Majettes was Schall. Ends up at a point for Minot High. That's not an easy play to make in the back.
No, I was just about to say that was an incredible dig. Let's see here. Heinle, she slammed that ball, and she's been hitting really well from the right side. And for them to get that ball and dig it all the way back to the far court for Century, that was a good point for Minot High.
Majettes are now on the offensive side with the service, but it's the Patriots from the front row, one of the outsides. That's Erica Lee, 35th kill of the year. She drops it in for a 3-1 lead. So many weapons here on this Patriot team. Fridley with 62 kills. Hagerot's got 16. Bachman with 55. Ding's got 3 on the season. 34 for Lee, 32 for Madison Wolf. Another point for the Pats. They're up by 3 at 4-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. On the service from the back row, Erica Lee sends it across. Had too much on it. Out of play it went, and it will be Minot High service. One of the comments you made in the pregame show here tonight I found interesting, and it also really carries a lot of weight, and that's that this program that Jamie Zastapool has built carries that pedigree with it that, as you said, if you play for Century, there's something to be proud of, and that it's a privilege to have that opportunity to do so. I think that really sits in something that I'll think for a while here as Aberley tosses it across, points go to Century.
And I truly believe that, because I know enough people in this town now, and that I've got kids that are coming into the program that are, they're playing club ball, and I can see the way that they watch these games. I've seen them in the crowds. They are watching these girls, and they aspire to be there, and they're working hard. And it's just, to be a Century Patriot volleyball player, that's something to be excited about.
Kind of like being a Red River Rough Rider in high school hockey, along those same lines. On a play from the Majettes on the kill attempt that came from Duffner. 4-point lead for the Pats. Sent back into play. It's dug up by Minot High's Terrell. Czar fired it across and it hit a fingertip. It did not. That one goes on a play. And the Patriots lead 7-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Back to serve for the Patriots. Ding sent it over. Here's Aberley. Just missed the end line. And the Patriots are up 8-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That draws the attention of Minot High's head coach, Jesse Gertzen. He'll want to talk things over. First timeout called here of the match by the Majettes. They trail by 6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Estvold is an experienced team of architects and civil engineers committed to achieving the best possible solution for every project. Over the past 20 years, our team has been trusted with jobs big and small throughout the state, from major flood protection projects to county roads, classroom walls, and community spaces. We will be your partner through the initial design to final construction. Trust the Ackerman Estvold team with your next project.
Early lead for the Century Patriots here in set number 1. We'll play 5 sets if needed here tonight, but it's the first team to get 3 sets in the win column to take the victory in this best-of-5 showdown here tonight. Front row here for Minot High. It's sent over there by Presley Bennett. Comes back on the offensive side for the Patriots. Nice dig there from Terrell. Over the net again. It's going to be set up on a tee coming here from Ding. Toss back over. Minot High goes back to the attack. Duffner across Czar. Sends it in. She's got her first kill.
That's important for Minot High to get her going. That wasn't even her. It wasn't a full swing by Czar there, but she made it work, and that's a good thing for Minot High to get her started.
Czar put it into play. Fridley sent it across. Is there a net violation there? I missed what the call was.
Yeah, I think they called 13. Was it in the net on Century?
Good call. Minot High gets the point. They cut the lead in half. It's 8-4 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. All the way over to the scorer's table, trying to make the effort was Jada Shaw, but the points registered here for the Pats.
That was Addison Clemene on that that kill there. She went high hands on Minot High, and she had a really great game a few games ago, and it's fun to see her get going.
Aberly from the front goes up and smashes that one down. It's a momentum builder there for the Majettes.
For sure, and you know what I loved about that was she's building the momentum. She killed that ball, and she was so excited afterwards. I love to see that.
On the service for the Majettes, it went deep, 10-5 Patriots lead. By the way, we want to thank our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. They bring you the matchup here tonight. They specialize in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Free virtual consultations at Prestwich Orthodontics. Back row, Fridley bumped over the net tiers and came across from Geneva Digg. Nice little heads-up play there from Duffner. She got it across. Minot High's got the point.
Yeah, that was kind of a out of system on both sides kind of play, and I think they lost track of where the ball was going.
Well, the Majettes are hanging in, down by 4 here in set number 1. Back to the service line here for Minot High with the running jump serve, and putting it in play was Taylor Falcon. Front row, big smash coming. That one sent across from Bachman. Points registered here for the Pats. Well, we could take another look at that one on our instant replay. Well, we missed it by just a minute. We do apologize. Quinn Coast goes back to the service line to put the ball back into play. 88 assists for her on the season. That's number 8 to the WDA. You can add a service ace to her season stat line. Lead doubled up again, back to 12-6. Pats on top. Wonkwo goes up. Just missed the end line as that one dropped in. Talk about her vertical. She certainly gets up and hangs, doesn't she?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. That was a really great pass by the Minot High's libero. And, you know, sometimes when you have that great of a vertical as a setter, I think it's sometimes kind of hard to find the exact right timing with someone who can jump so high. But the advantage to that is you can hang up there and find a spot to put the ball. Yes. She just needs to put it in the court.
It's a different view from up there. My broadcast partner up in Minot, Melissa Spelch, the MSU Hall of Famer. She talked about that the last time we were on the air, asking how long it's been since I could jump that high. I looked at her pretty dumbfounded and said never.
Number 5,
that's a big time vertical. 14-7, Patriots on top. Minot got the last point. Coast keeps it alive from the back. Bauman sent it over on a tee from Terrell. Here comes Czar. The windmill across the body. It was dug up. Big time smash on the other side. Bachman's attempt dug up by the Majettes. Big time play in the back from Fridley. Went up into the rafters. Points registered for Minot High.
That was a great swing by Minot High there, and good on Eden to get underneath it. It was just, when the ball's coming at you that hard, sometimes when you get under it, it goes to the rafters, and then there's not much your teammates can do.
Front row and comes here. Another smash. I've been impressed here with Bachman early on in this showdown tonight. She's got some power, doesn't she?
She sure does. And, you know, she got a lot of time last year as a sophomore. She played on the right side, I think, when Century inevitably had an injury. And so, you know, that time is so valuable to get that varsity experience. And now she's moved over to the, you know, the power side, and she's doing really well for the Patriots.
Ball put back in play. Wonkwo sends it across. Dig from the back from Hagerot. Fridley goes up after it. Czar dug it up. Front row. Czar pushes back. Blocked at the net. Kept alive. Set was just a bit in front of Heinley, and it goes into the net, so it will be Minot High point, but the Pats still lead 15-9 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Good crowd on hand here tonight on homecoming week. That student section for the Patriots They're in all gray here tonight. That one's going to drop in for the kill for the Pats.
Great spot there by Erica Lee. We've talked about before getting the middles involved, and hitting those corners is so hard to defend. And when you can get that spot down, you're going to get a lot of kills.
Lee's got the kill. She goes back to the service line. Drops it into the back row. Set up to the front. Czar, big time smash. Put that one down with some force.
That was incredible. She went line on that and hit the back corner like we were just talking, and that came so fast. That'd be hard for any defender to get underneath that.
Number 15.
16-10, Minot High on top, trailing here, I'm sorry. Saw the last kill there for Czar. Ball goes front row now here as Coast puts it on a tee. Fridley smashes it down. That ball goes all the way out to the concession stand with plenty of momentum out the door. Fridley adds another one to her stat line, and the Patriots extend the lead to 7.
Yeah, that was just a really textbook play there. Patriots had a really good pass. The set went out perfect for Eden. She had great timing on her hit, and she slammed it down.
Jump serve coming here from Ding. Just missed the end line. That one goes out the door as well. We're going to have a short delay here, I believe, because all the balls are out the concession stand.
Number 10, Zoe Czar.
Czar back to serve. Too much on it there as it goes on the play. Well, nice to see Lee Timmerman here tonight from KFYR TV, longtime sportscaster. One of the greats inside of our great state of North Dakota. He's been around the game for a long, long time. At the net, going up. Easy one there for Bachman.
Yeah, she saw that one coming and was not going to let that one go. Took advantage, full advantage.
Right on a tee, and she just whoop, over the net here for the Majettes. Kept alive by the Pats only for a moment. Minot High registers the point. They still trail by 7 here in the late portion of set number 1 of the best of 5. We played at 25 tonight, by the way, in the first 4 sets. We'll go to 15 if set number 5 is needed. On a tee again. Kill attempt dug up on the Bachman smash. Back row goes. Century registers another point. And the Patriots turn the corner at 20-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. In your mind right now, is there anything Minot High can do differently to change the outcome of this set number 1?
Number 7.
Well, don't give up, but you also need to clean up your own errors. They've had a couple missed serves, a couple balls that, they had the right idea. They were trying to go for those deep corners, but in games like this, you got to keep the ball in as much as possible.
We talked about it quite a bit in the pregame show here tonight about the amount of depth that Century has and that list of players that would start on any other team inside of North Dakota high school volleyball. Big time smash. There's one of them that hammers it home. Madison Clement, hello.
She's been so fun to watch this year. She just gets up and she hits the ball, and then she's got the best smile on her face. I just love to see when girls get excited or having fun, and because volleyball is such a fun sport, and it's so fun to have the high energy play.
Coast to the back row. Back across it came from Leah Walter on a tee, tipped over. Bosland got it back here. This one's going to be hammered home. That's Heinley. Wow, to then have some velocity on it.
Yeah, she's been hitting the ball so hard and on that right side that, that's not always easy to do, and she's just a sophomore.
Future certainly bright here. That one went straight down. 22-13, Century on top. Czar from the back. Up to the front it comes. Sent over. Oh, the pancake dig there was on the floor. Back up it comes now here for the Patriots. Fridley from the back. Terrell, front row. Big smash, found the open seam there, and Jada Shaw registers the kill.
That was a great hit by Jada. Going down line, a lot of times is going to be a great option. It's not always the easiest option, but you got a setter playing defense there, and it's hard as a libero to cover all those corners every single time. So that was a great hit.
Fridley on the dig on the service attempt from Minot Shaw. Free pass coming here from the Majettes. Coast on the front row. Oh my goodness, that was a smash from Erica Lee.
Smash for sure. And that was, again, a great pass, great set, a quick set, so that's hard for Minot High to get over, get that block when those sets are so quick and they've got their timing down. It's just a great play by Century.
23-14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century on top. There's a hammer job on the other side as Regan Terrell smashes it home.
Number 1, Regan Terrell.
Terrell back to serve. There's going to be a rotation coming here for the Majettes, it seems. Jesse Gertson, Minot High's head coach, having a conversation with the ground official here. Terrell's going to come out into serve for Minot High. Will be number 9, Nicole Couture, the 5'6" junior defensive specialist.
Number 9, Nicole Couture.
Couture sends it across. What's the biggest thing in your mind on the mentality side of volleyball when you're in a situation like this where the Patriots have the healthy lead at 8 and they're almost ready to put set number 1 away? What do you tell your team in a situation like that?
Well, you know, the game's never over till it's over, and so you need to just keep playing, don't give up, limit the mistakes, and just go out. If you end up losing the game, go out strong, and so you can come into this second game with a little bit of momentum and try just start over.
Set point brought to you by Serve Pro. Minot High stays alive, however, as that was tipped over the net by Leah Walter. Little off-speed drop in there. Minot High stays alive on the Serve Pro set point, 24-16. Century on top, Minot High with the service, and Duffner. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians in western North Dakota. Fridley sent it to the back, kept alive. Duffner, Czar sends it across. Off to the front it comes. There's the smash. Set number 1 belongs to the Patriots as it drops in. 25-16 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We're through set number 1. Patriots lead 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Set number 1 belongs to the Century Patriots. 25-16 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They go up 1 set to none over Minot High. Time for set number 2. It's brought to you tonight by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Over 100 areas of study at Minot State. You'll earn the degree for the career that you desire. More than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed are continuing their education. Minot State grads get jobs, period. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. They bring you set number 2 here on the PSP Network. Up, rising, hammering down and smashing. Bachman's got another kill.
Yeah, she went up really strong, and Minot High was there with the block. I think they just need to steal off the net, and they're there. They've got it.
Off to the back row it comes for Terrell. She moves it back over, coast on a tee, front row. Big dig coming there from Minot High's Falcon. Back to the back again where it's set up from Hagerot. Pushed over, Minot High will set up the offense and the attack coming here. Pass back over the net, now coast again to the outside. Off the tower, it's gonna drop in, but it will be Minot High points.
Yep, pushed it right into the antenna. That's an easy call every time. That's point Minot High.
In to serve for the Majettes comes Nicole Couture, the junior 5'6" defensive specialist. In our pregame show here tonight, the key for the Patriots was execute. In your mind, they won the first set 25-16. Did they do a good job of that?
Yeah, I'd say so. You come out and beat a team that well, you pretty much executed the game plan.
Back to the back row to serve here for Minot High. This is Couture. Waits for the whistle. She hears it. Now she'll deliver. Legal rotation on Minot High. Is that what the call is here?
Yeah, he's calling him out of rotation. I'm not really sure. I didn't catch what he was saying to Minot High's coach, and as far as who was out of rotation, because he was the same server twice in a row, so it couldn't have been her. But yeah, that was the call. Minot High was out of rotation, and side out ball goes to Century.
2-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. There's Czar getting up the power, sent right back over the net. Czar works it around on the offense. Oh, the play at the net to the Pats. Register the point. Guess who? Erica Lee.
And that just goes to show Century is so strong. Minot High did a really great job there. Zoe had a great hit, and then they switched it up. They went to the opposite pin to move the ball around, but Century's there with the block.
Patriots by 1 here in set number 2. They lead to the set score and to the match score. Set up now here for Czar. Cranks that one over the net, caught the top of the tape. She drops it in for the kill.
That'll work. She got the tape, but sometimes that works in your favor.
Put it to an off-speed changeup, if you will, and it dropped right in. 3-3 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Duffner back to serve it up again. Duffner drops it in. Friendly from the back row. Coast on a tee. Sent cross court from the outside there from Lee. Good effort from Duffner from Minot High to keep the ball alive. Here's Fridley skying up. Free pass coming here from the Majettes after they kept that point alive. Fridley again. With the fist, sends it over, comes back to the front row. Aberley forced just to toss it over. Fridley skies up. She missed the out-of-bounds stripe by just a hair. And the Majettes get the point, 4-3, they lead. When you look at what Century has done in their career, or in their program history, excuse me, 17 WDA titles. They've won the state title 9 times. Won the WDA crown last year, but they took second in the state tournament to Cheyenne. The only North Dakota team to beat them twice last year in a 36-3 season for Jamie's Astapul's crew. It's pretty impressive numbers when you look at it.
It's incredible, and it's sometimes you would look at that and think that it's just hard to believe because the competition in the WDA is so fierce. These teams are so good and they play so hard, and for one team to just constantly come out on top it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it really is. When you consider all things, you know, where it's not like, well, you better be careful how I say this to rattle some cages here, but there's more than one school in Bismarck. There's a handful of them with Legacy High at St. Mary's, Mandan across the river. It's really impressive what the program has done with being able to be at the top of the list for that amount of time.
Well, for sure, and I've said this multiple times that we are so lucky. I'm so lucky living in Bismarck. Almost every Tuesday or Thursday night I could go find a really good volleyball game to watch because Legacy, Bismarck High, Century, they're top three or top 3 or 4 or whatever in the WDA. I mean, they're just so good, and Century always kind of seems to find a way to stay on top.
Eden Fridley goes up. She smacks it home, and another point here for the Patriots. Well, that can be said about the high school basketball season coming up as well. Can always find a good game. We'll have a bunch of them on the PSP Network for you fans again here this year. That's going to be a service ace. That one handcuffed Jada Schall just a bit. Geneva Ding will go back to the service line. Ding with another one. She's going to drop it in. Back-to-back aces here for Ding. Patriots are up by 3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
That's another thing about Century. I mean, they serve so aggressively. I've noticed that tonight. Geneva here's got 2 aces in a row. Her partner setter, Quinn Coast, she's come in and rattled off a couple aces. They come in and they put over a hard serve, which is like just the start of a match. If you can get the other team out of system from a hard serve, you're just that much better off.
Well, the points keep rolling here for Ding from the back row. You talked about it. That's what happened to the Majettes on that play. Minot High is going to be forced to use one of their timeouts. You see Jesse Gertz, the head coach of the Majettes, bring the troops together here. It's set number 2. It's Century leading 9-5 over Minot High on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They lead 1 set to none in match play.
Thinking about the shots, honestly, it's just the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great kicks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle staff, I mean, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, I mean, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
That line, good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now.
Well, if you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. You can help us promote local athletes by doing so. Just hit like and follow on social media, on the social media platforms. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel as well. How about Geneva Ding? That's 3 here in this same streak that she's been on for service aces, and she's not letting up on the turbo mode either from the back row.
No, that's for sure. I mean, coming in as an opposing coach, you take a timeout to try to ice the server sometimes, and she did not let that happen.
She'll get another serve here as Fridley goes up and smashes it down. Patriots are on a big-time run. 11-5 they lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. This could change the match right here, the outcome of these next few points, I would have to assume.
Yeah, I was thinking kind of the same thing. Minot High needs to find a way, and here they did, to get a side out because they just cannot get into too big of a hole with Century. It's going to be too hard to dig out.
Number 1, Reagan Terrell.
To jar a team and to stifle that momentum a little bit is the name to the game, I would have to assume, coming in. It's kind of back to my key to the game for Minot High here tonight, that those little things just have to be done well and executed on both sides, of course. But when we talked about it in the pregame show here for Minot High, they more than anything, couldn't have any of those letdowns, because when you do, that momentum just continues to rise, and you see it here again with the Pats.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that was kind of unfortunate after they won that rally. They came in, missed a serve. Nothing dampers your momentum more than a missed serve on the first rally. So they need to come together, take a deep breath, get a good pass here, and try to get a side out.
All Patriots right now as they are cruising. You'll watch Fridley put one in on the service ace. She's got another serve here. We'll go back to live gameplay as it comes to the front row. There's a smash at the net. Minot High is going to get Presley Bennett to step up and register a point.
That was a great block. You had two girls up on that one, and I could tell their hands. They had turned them in, and that's why that ball stayed in the court. So they need to use that. Blocks are so exciting. Use that as momentum. Get in there, make this serve, and let's get some points.
14-7. Century's got the lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Dropped in, back row, up to the front it comes. Big swing here. Count the kill. Madison Wolf hammers it down. Well, there you talk about the depth and what Century brings to the table. Haven't heard from Wolf much here tonight, but she's got 32 kills on the season.
Yeah, any night it could be a different girl. That's hot. They've got that many hitters.
Back to gameplay here as it's going to be sent to the back row by the Majettes, up to the front. Oh, a little trick shot there as it came over the net from the middle. Back to the back on the free pass. Fridley set it up on a tee. Finding the spot and hitting it bullseye was Addison Clement.
Yeah, she does such a great job. She gets up and she's just got such a great arm swing, and she's hit those corners a couple times now tonight. And I've said before, those corners are so hard to defend, especially when the ball is hit that hard.
Timeout, Magicians.
Minot High uses another timeout. They trail 16-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Set number one went to the Pats 25-16. Set number two favors Century right now. They've got the mojo working here on their homecoming week performance of high school volleyball.
You need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Tonight's game here on the PSP Network brought to you by our friends at the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. Well, Minot High delivers the point there. We haven't seen many miscues here tonight from the Patriots, but that one was a Minot High. That's the lead at half at 16-8.
Yep, they got a little discombobulated there, and this is a good opportunity for Minot High to get some momentum going, but then here comes Addison Clement. She's killing it.
Clement smashed that one down in big time with authority. Yeah, the velocity there as we look at that replay. We'll watch it one more time here. Oh, we do apologize. Still getting our replay system figured out. I'm up here trying to produce the show for you folks along with John Haugen, and we're doing our best. It's kind of got a mind of its own, something that we'll figure out for you. We do promise. Thanks for bearing with us as we continue to expand these broadcasts for you fans across the world, wherever you may be watching WDA Volleyball here tonight. Front row, here's Czar. She's been pretty quiet here in this showdown. Smash at the net again. Another one registered for Erica Lee.
Yeah, Minot High had the block up there, but Walter was quite a bit off of the net, and that's where you saw Century's hit go into her block, but straight down because she was a good foot off of the net. So she needs to move in, seal off the net, and she could possibly have a better chance at a block on that one.
Coast back to serve here for the Pats. That one just went a bit deep as it sailed to the end line. 18-9, Century's on top. Well, we started with the best rally of the game was on point number 1 and set number 1 here tonight. Since then, it's been a dominating performance here from the Century Patriots.
Yeah, I would have to agree there. They've found lots of ways to put it away.
Fridley back row, coast to the front. Skying up and sending it across. That was Sylvia Taylor who's into the ball game. She had a block attempt at the net, or that was 9 rather at the net. Bachman that had the block attempt, but it goes on to play. Minot High registers the point. They're now back within 8. Goes to the front row. Sent over, and right now Erica Lee making it almost look easy from that middle hitter position.
Yep, again, she did a good job of hitting those corners. I don't know, Minot High just needs to get a bigger block up, help their defenders in the back there. Just find a way to get a side out here.
Another hard serve there coming from the back row. Zoe Czar goes up with some power. Ball goes into the net, kept alive. How about the heads-up play there from Erica Lee? Czar trying to hit the corner. Missed.
That wasn't far out. That was, the right idea there by Zoe. Hit that corner, but just went a little too far out.
10-point lead here for Century. It's 20-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We're in set number 2. Match score should read 1-0 in favor of the Patriots. They won set 1, 25-16. Czar goes up and smashes. Kept alive there with the help of Bachman. Free pass over to the front row again. Aberle sends it over. Free pass, Aberle again. Into the net it goes, and Aberle's going to get the point.
Good for her. I loved her aggression there on that one. She went up and she's like, I don't care, I'm going to hit this ball. And sometimes that's what you got to do. Don't be afraid to hit the ball, because that's the only way sometimes you're going to get out of this.
Sent it over, came right back to her with the force, put it down. Aberle joining the varsity roster just about 2 games ago, and certainly trying to make a statement to keep that spot on the lineup here for Jesse Gertzen's crew for the Minot High Majettes. Duffner's back to serve, trailing by 8. Into the net it goes, and it will be Century point. Corner was turned. They lead 21-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Number 15, Erica Lee.
Erica Lee to put it back into play here for Century. Duffner, Aberle, front row, Fridley. It was blocked, but it landed out of bounds. It will be Century point.
Yeah, that's too bad. Minot High got a really good hand on it, but that's, like I said before, they had a really good block where they turned their hands in to keep the ball in court, but she just didn't quite get there quick enough, I don't think, to turn her hands, and so then they were able to use that block and hit it out of bounds.
Well, the stalemate at the net, and winning that battle was number 17, Madison Wolf. 6-foot-tall junior middle hitter went up, registered the point. That height advantage for Century. They have the advantage on most teams across the entire state.
Yeah, you're right there, and that does make a difference.
Well, the size of the front row on the other side for Minot High a bit shorter, but the ups were there. Aberle with a block along with Zoe Czar. Minot still trails by 10. Century's up 23-13 here at set 2, leading 1-0. Another smash. Madison Wolf again.
That was a great set. That came from number 8 here for Century, Jocelyn Kilburg. She's not in all the time, but that was a wonderful set by her. It was a back set to the middle, and she killed it.
Number 13, Jenny Minnie.
Big smash. This poor lady in the corner of the gym on her phone over there. She got tattooed with the ball on that last kill attempt.
Gotta pay attention.
Serve pro set point was there, and it was registered for the Patriots. They win set number 2, 25-13, as the Patriots are up 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. All Patriots tonight here at Olson Gymnasium in Bismarck.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food reward program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, point, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here? That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Well, you see the headband of the Majettes. Jesse Gertson here in year number 2 for Minot High. Gotta appreciate to see that smile here from the sidelines and keeping it light over there. Not an easy situation to be in, down 2 sets to none. Minot High wants to win set number 3. Is there a simple fix to that, Makenzie, in your mind? It really doesn't seem that way against the Patriots.
Yeah, there's not. But like I said before, it's not over till it's over. There's 3 more games left if Minot High wants to come out and win them. Just don't give up on yourself. Just go out and give it your best.
For the Century Patriots, they just don't change anything they've been doing, not only tonight, but all season, it seems.
Right, yeah, they're playing really well tonight. They're passing well, they're putting the ball into their hitters' hands, and their hitters are taking care of it.
Points registered for Minot High. Wonkwo got it over the net. Patriots on a miscue gives Minot High the point. It's 1-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That's the set score, and our bench score sits at 2-0 in favor of Century. They won the first one 25-16. 25-13 they won the next, if you're just joining us. Czar sends it to the back. Up to the front it comes. Fridley across. Czar with the dig. She'll get it back here. She's going to send it over. Fridley dug it up again. Off to the front. Erica Lee sends it over. Too many touches for Minot High, and Erica Lee's got another kill here in this showdown. Well, we highlighted Zoe Czar before tonight's contest. That's because she's been one of the tops inside of the West region as far as kills are concerned on the season. She's got another opportunity here, but that one's just a bit deep. Not that Czar's played bad tonight. You just have to credit Century with not allowing Minot High much opportunity to set the volleyball up and put it on a tee.
For sure. Like I said, they bring it back to the serve aggressively. If you can't get a good pass, sometimes you can't get a set all the way out to your go-to girl. And so that does take them out of system a little bit. But it would be nice to see Minot High get Zoe going, because I think that's going to up their game a little bit.
Passed over by Minot High's Falcon. Smashed in. That one hits the line, in for the points. Alexis Heinley, 23 kills coming into tonight. She adds another one to her resume.
Yeah, that was a great hit. She hit, cross court on the right side there. She hit the line just perfect. Just got to keep that going.
Czar's going to tip it across. Kept alive, battle at the net. Comes back up. Oh, my goodness. The sophomore Hiley goes up and power bombs that one home.
Power bomb is right. That was a huge hit. She slammed that ball.
The exclamation point on a 5-1 lead here for the Patriots. And another point here as it's sent in on the service ace from Erica Lee.
It's kind of, I feel like, the way it's been going for Minot High. You know, I almost thought that ball might be going out too, and then it was very much in, and it was a good hard serve.
Minot High will get the point on this play.
They did a good job of using Century's block on that one and went straight out. This is a good opportunity. They need to get back there, and perfect person to have on the service line, Makenzie Duffner. She's a great server. See if she can rattle off some points for the Majettes.
One of the tops in the conference from that service line, looking to do just that. Fridley has the dig. Now Fridley up for the kill, blocked at the net. There's some momentum for the Majettes as Presley Bennett went up and shut the door.
For sure, that was a single block. She was all over that one. She had the timing just right on Fridley's, on her hit there. That's exciting.
Duffner across, coast from the middle. Fridley moves into that position and hammers it, but it's dug up from Terrell. Bennett feeds it across, goes to give. From the outside, kept alive on the block there from Czars. It comes back to the front row for the Majettes. Hammerly, ooh, it was close. She knocks it in. The point counts.
She got it, and she's excited. I love watching her play. She's been building momentum here for the Majettes, and she had some great blocks at the net. They need to keep this rotation going with Makenzie on the service line and Aberly there in front.
Duffner sends it in. Off to the front row again. Duffner had to dig it up from the sophomore big hitter on the outside. Oh, what a play from the back row there is digging that up for the Century Patriots. The defensive specialist in on it. Or the libero, I should say. Comes back off to Terrell. Help me out here. Defensive specialist and the libero, is that the same position?
Well, your libero is always going to be a defensive specialist, but not all defensive specialists are liberos.
Thank you.
Does that make it more confusing?
No, it helps me. It helps the cause for sure.
I like to think, so the libero is going to be your best defensive specialist. You want her in there all the time to get all the digs because she's your best defensive specialist.
Makes perfect sense. Fridley dug it up. Back to the back row. Duffner off to Terrell. This is a free pass coming. Front row from Coast. Oh, Czar went up and blocked her.
That was a huge block. And the bench is excited. The Majettes should all be excited. That was huge. And on a hitter that's been killing them this game, you know? So that was awesome.
While we watch it on the replay here, the height advantage certainly belongs to Alexis Hiley at 6 feet tall against Czar from Minot High at 5'7", but Czar had the ups there. Another one at the net from Bennett as she went up and shut the door on Fridley. Back across it comes Duffner. Off to Bennett, drops it in. Minot High's got some mojo now as Bennett's got a kill.
You know, I feel like Minot brought the block party this game. They are blocking and that's building. They're so excited, and that's just carrying over to the rest of their game. And they put it in spots where the defenders can't get to it, and now they're up.
7-6, Minot High's got their first lead of this entire match, I do believe, here in set number 3. Lost the first two tonight, 25-16 and 25-13. Excellent play there from Czar. Going to the floor, then a block at the net again, and Minot High coming alive.
Oh my goodness. That was like a one-handed block. That was awesome.
That drew the attention of Jamie Zastapool. She got up on the Century bench. Now there's going to be a conversation with the officials coming here. Any idea what this could entail?
I'm wondering if maybe they thought someone was in the net would be my guess, but I'm not sure.
Well, you can see it again right here on the replay. Looked fairly clean to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking on that one.
Ball dropped in. Patriots stop the Minot High rally. Back within one, Century comes, and now they're going to go back to the service line here As in to serve is Geneva Ding, and boy, has she been red hot from the service line tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for Minot High to get a good pass on this first serve by Geneva.
A little miscue there from Ding. Minot High goes up by 2 at 9-7. Well, you could just see the momentum swing with those blocks from Minot High really coming alive here in set number 3.
For sure, they were on a roll there with their blocking just a bit ago.
The concern from the Majettes now, however, that one's going to drop in on the block. It's going to drop out, I should say. Minot High gets the points. They lead 10-7. The concern for the Magi is how do you keep that foot on the gas pedal against a team that is a sleeping giant right now here in this third set? Kind of like a rattlesnake, maybe you could say as well. And there you see on the front row, Madison Wolf buries it home.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, Century's going to get their kills, but you can't let it rattle yourself right now. You just got to take a deep breath. Okay, we'll get this pass, and let's keep this lead. Don't get yourself in a hole again.
Fridley's back to serve. Bennett sends it across from Ding. Big smash, dropped in, and another one. Bachman, the junior outside hitter, she's certainly been impressive here tonight, hasn't she?
Yes, she's a really good hitter, and she did a great job going down line on that. As a defender, it's tough playing those line shots.
Terrell on the dig on the Fridley serve. Big block at the nets. Little taste of their own medicine as Lamine put up the arms and registers the block for the points.
Yep, she's got a big block up there, but if I'm Minot High, I'm not going to let that scare me. You need to keep hitting.
10-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Serve dropped in. Czar goes up after it. Czar's got the kill from the back for the Majettes. 11-10, Minot leads.
Number 1, Reagan Terrell.
Certainly the most entertaining set to the 3 so far here tonight.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been some huge blocks, some big kills. Minot High's excited. It's fun volleyball.
Terrell after the service ace, trying to add to a 2-point lead here for Minot High. Front row it comes. It's going to be free point for Minot High and a miscommunication there.
Yeah, well, the pass was not great, so that took him out of system, and then it just complete miscue on the third hit.
Up to the front row again. Sent to the back. That one's going to miss. Too much on it. As it was sailed out by Bachman. Well, here comes the timeout from Jamie Zastapul. That brings the Minot High fans to volume in big time. Zastapul wants to talk things over. Minot's got their biggest lead of the match. It's at 4 here in set 3. They trail 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Veteran move from a veteran coach, Jamie Zastapul, calling the timeout with Minot High up 14-10. The volleyball purists out there probably saying, well, that's easily a given at this point to the game.
Yeah, it was time for a timeout for Century, and we'll see here if they can regather their focus, and there they are.
Bachman, 55 kills coming in. She's had a busy night here tonight for the Patriots in the front row. Hagerot's back to serve. Up to the front, Wonkwo goes up. Blocked on the play, ball kept alive by the Pats. That one goes into the net. Off the side of the hand there from Bachman. Minot High's got the point. They lead 15-11. Taylor Falcon's going to come in for the Majettes. Floating jump serve, puts it to the back row, off to the front here for the Patriots. Terrell sets it up. Blocked at the net. It drops in for the point.
Century did a great job there. They knew exactly where the setter was going, and they got over there and put a good double block up and right back down into Minot High's court.
Erica Lee has been certainly somebody that could be in the conversation tonight for our MVP of this matchup.
Yeah, she's had a great game. She's, you know, and I always appreciate Erica too. I feel like she's another one of their leaders on the court. She's a senior this year. She got some time last year, a lot of time last year, and she's fun to watch. I like her.
Quintus, after a service ace, goes back in to serve. Oh, that was close, just missed. 16-13, Minot's on top. Next few points in this set are gigantic here for the Majettes tonight. Trying to see if they can continue on that momentum ride they're on right now. Miscue from the Pats puts Minot up by 4 as they look to turn the corner at 17-13.
Minot High did a really good job on that one. You know, Century's pushing the ball more now because they're down, and sometimes in volleyball that's what you do. But Minot High did a good job. They ran down that ball and make sure, yes, that's out. And so they're not giving anything up on this one.
Block was at the net, but it dropped out of play. It will be Century ball.
Number 9, Shannon Bachman.
7 aces on the season, or sorry, 11 aces on the season coming into tonight. Good enough for number 7 inside the WDA. That number will rise, and so will her stock on that list as she adds another one here. As a player in your time in high school playing at Berthold, stats probably weren't like they were in the WDA these days in 2023, or were they, and did you follow them at that time?
Oh, you know, I don't remember that as much following. We always knew, you know, who the heavy hitters were, but as far as like the exact number of kills they got the night before, I didn't follow that, I guess. But there's also a lot more opportunities to make it more well known what the stats are nowadays.
Without question. Don't take offense to it. We're the same age. We are getting older, Makenzie. That's the
just a little
on the painful truth.
Yeah.
Back row comes here for the Majettes, or in the middle, I should say. I only say that with a smile with the gray in my little goatee here, by the way. Czar sends it across. Tip back over. Terrell digs it up. Going to be a violation coming here at the net. Century points.
And that was, you know, the right idea for Minot High. All the action was right on that the left side there, and she pushed it back to the right side hitter trying to get an open net, and unfortunately she just found herself in the net.
Patriots by 1. They lead 2 sets to none here in set number 3. Minot High looking to stay alive here in this match tonight in the WDA.
It's about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Well, there you see Jamie Zastapool, head coach of the Patriots. She has the conversation with her crew, trying to improve here tonight to a record of 13-2 overall, trying to move to 7-1 inside the WDA. That ball was just a bit long, barely.
Yeah, barely, that's for sure, but point Minot High.
Bachman just missed. Couture is back to serve here for the Minot High Majettes, who have tied it at 18-18. Front row from Coast. To the outside it comes. Now it's going to be dug up. Back across. Front row, Coast on a tee. Fridley, big block again. Comes back away now to the Majettes. Over to Czar, their big hitter. Block at the net. Count that one as it's dropped back in. Erica Lee, another impressive play at the net.
Yeah, she definitely got up there and she, got her hands real big and she was able to get on top of that ball and just put it right back in.
Lee puts it into play. 19-18, Century on top. Fridley dug it up. Coast on a tee. Bachman sent it back across again.
Oh.
Ooh, miscue. That can get scary at the net as Aberley ended up underneath the net.
Yeah. Glad to see she didn't get hurt on that.
Century turns the corner. Stick around tonight for our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. We'll break down this showdown here tonight. Oh, Zoe Czar went up with power and put it home.
Yeah, she had a great approach on that one. You knew that ball was going to be hit hard, and Century wasn't able to block that one back. That's what we like to see out of Zoe Czar.
Duffner back to the service line. Trailing by one are the Majettes, needing to win this set to stay alive in the best of 5 tonight. Fridley with a free pass, sent it towards the back. Duffner back to Czar, hammers it over right at the net. Oh, big time play there as Aberley sent it across. Smashed right back over from Wolf. Fridley sends it over. Kept alive, Minot High. Terrell's going to be forced to spin it back across. Coast off to Bachman. That one's got too much on it. Minot High wins the long rally there. They're tied at 20s.
And that rally had a lot of action-packed, some big blocks, big hit, some strong hits. Just ended on a mishit by Century.
Minot High in the rotation as the server they want at the line. This is Duffner back to serve. Rockets one over, comes to the front row. Coast on a tee. Fridley pokes it to the back, finds her spot and drops it in to make it 21-20.
That was a great shot by Eden. She went up strong as if she was going to hit it, and she caught Minot High off guard, and she put it right back in that corner. Great court sight by Eden Fridley.
Number 13, Geneva Ding.
Ding back to serve here for the Patriots. Well, we've got a tough choice here tonight for our MVP of this matchup. Of course, this game not done yet. Minot High staying alive, 21-21 on the kill coming from Czar.
Number 10, Zoe Czar.
Czar will drop it in. Sent over, Duffner. Terrell back for the Majettes and across it came from Shaw. On the front row, blocked again, kept alive. Patriots forced to pass over on the free side of things. Comes back away down, Duffner. Off for Bennett. Back row here for the Patriots, up to the front. Another free ball for Minot High as they put it over to the near side for Shaw. Big time block at the net. Madison Wolf.
Yeah, Center's excited about that one. That was a really long rally, and they had a lot of, they ended up sending a lot of free balls over to Minot High, and Minot High just wasn't able to take advantage of those, and so they win that long rally, and that's exciting for the Patriots, especially coming back on a tight match.
Fridley back to serve, 22-21, Century leading. Nice play there as Duffner sent it over. Tipped back across here by the Patriots, kept alive by the Majettes. Off to the front row again. Here from Ding. Tipped over. Count the points. There's that one. Found its home from Clemene.
Yeah, Clemene did a great job. I think the set was just not exactly where she was expecting it, but she made a really great adjustment and was able to tip it right over Minot High's block.
Well, Minot High will call the timeout. Century's on the verge.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Late portion of the matchup here tonight. That is, of course, unless Minot High can find a way to come back trailing by 2 in set number 3, being down 2 sets to none. Czar with a big smash will help that cause as she pounds it home.
And that was a great hit. And from the back row, you don't see, back row hitters with that much power sometimes. And she does a great job. She's got really good topspin. Like I said, she's their go-to girl. Back row, front row. That's where they need to go for a side out.
Terrell off to serve, trailing by 1. Up to the front. That one went off the fingertips of Wonkwo, and the kill is going to count there for Clemene. Set point, match point, brought to you by Serve Pro. 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians. It's Serve Pro, locations across western North Dakota. Century student section coming to volume. Bennett sends it to the back, set up to the front. Sent over as it comes now. Wonkwo blocked, trying to keep it alive as Czar. This one is in the books as Clemene gets the game winner here tonight to make it 25-22. It's set number 3. Well, we have plenty to talk about in our planning team financial advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show. Join us for that, where we'll have our Sport Clips MVP of the game and our move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Century takes a win from Minot here tonight during homecoming week. Big one for the Patriots. I'll tell you how they did it when we come back to Olson Gymnasium.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit off, 7, pressure, points, yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh? Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
All Century tonight to this West Region showdown. The Patriots take 3 from Minot High. 25-22 at set 3, 25-13 at set 2, and 25-16 at set 1. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. We're going to get right to business here with our player of the game. Joining us up here in the booth, it's Erica Lee after a pretty impressive performance here tonight. First things first, how big was that win for you guys on homecoming week here this evening?
It's pretty huge. You know, I think a lot of times we often focus on football, but it's just nice that the school takes time to recognize volleyball, so it's nice we had a big crowd tonight.
It was a wild atmosphere in here, especially in set number 3. Minot High came rallying back just a little bit. Overall, what's it like being on a team where those rallies from other teams just didn't seem to faze you guys even a little bit here tonight?
Yeah, it's good to come together as a team during those times. It's nice that we're able to come together, take a deep breath, and we also have so many people we can rely on too to get the ball back and keep pushing the points.
I was just going to ask that same question. Great segue into that. The depth was one of the big talking points that we had tonight in our pregame with Makenzie and I talking about it. If somebody's not on, it just seems like it's just the next up mentality. What's practice like when it's when you're with so many girls around you?
Super competitive. Both teams, JV, varsity, and we're always looking to get better. There's people during practice that have super great days, and you just got to celebrate your teammates.
Job well done here tonight. Doesn't get any easier next matchup at Bismarck High. What does that rivalry mean to you?
It's super fun. It's super fun atmosphere. At the end of the day, it's going to be a great volleyball game, so it's just kind of taking the excitement of the game and trying to do our best.
Job well done here tonight. Fantastic effort. Nice win for you.
Thank you so much.
That's Erica Lee, our MVP of the game here tonight. We'll let you go back and celebrate with your team here tonight. We'll get the Sport Clips photo of you online here after tonight's showdown. Well, she said it, and that to me is something that can't be overlooked. Just imagine how competitive it really is at practice with these girls when there's that much talent.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, you go to practice every day, and it's like you're playing in a varsity game because you've got the depth, like you said, that many hitters, that many passers. You have competitive practice. You're going to come in and play competitive games.
It was competitive tonight, not in set number 1 and set number 2 as much as it was in set number 3. Let's break down Minot High here for just a second on our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show. By the way, Planning Team Financial Advisors can help you with wealth management solutions. Find them online, planningteam.com. Whether you're planning for farm or business succession or just looking for some help with your financial goals, Planning Team can help you. And keep in mind, Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters as well. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Home to the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome, and you can always try that banana cream pie, because I'm telling you, it is the best thing on planet Earth from Shots Crossroads. My personal favorite. I'm trying to make them famous for that banana cream pie. How much do you miss Shots, by the way, living in Bismarck and not being up in Minot?
A lot. It's the banana cream pie. You're so right. You can't go wrong.
You really can't. Let's go back to that last point here before we talk about those sponsors. For Minot High here tonight, they rallied in that third set. There was a lot of really bright spots for them and some bright spots throughout this match here tonight. But if you have one big takeaway for Jesse Gertson's team on what they can ride home back up Highway 83 here tonight and really be proud of what they did here tonight, is there an asset of their game that you can have as a talking point there?
Well, we talked a lot about not giving up. Well, they clearly didn't, because any team that would have given up would have came out and lost that game, that third game, just been walked all over, but they didn't. They came back and they put up a fight, and, you know, there's something to be said for that. They had a lot of, like, really great net play and, you know, showed that they can play on the net. They can play against the best on the net. They just got to put it all together and for a full game.
Up next for Minot High, they've got Williston coming up. Then they come back to Bismarck to take on Legacy, and then they go to Mandan. So the schedule with some peaks and valleys as far as where they go inside the WDA as far as the standings are concerned. For the Century Patriots, a big one coming up with Bismarck High. That's a rivalry matchup and a big one. Two teams that are in the state of North Dakota and should be ranked inside the top 5 on the next media poll. We would possibly assume Bismarck High at the top of the list inside of the WDA with Century and Jamestown. How big is that next one here for Bismarck Century?
I'm so excited. I just love the Bismarck Century, Bismarck High rivalry. I think it's so fun. The students really come out, and those teams are at the top of their game this year. Like, BHS has got a really good team, and Century always has a really good team. So I'm so excited for that game.
Yeah, that one should be an absolute war. Looking forward to that showdown coming up. We'll have it for you on the PSP Network, by the way, coming up on Thursday. You can join us for it. Todd and Mackenzie will have the call of that one on Thursday night as the Demons and the Patriots come together at 7 o'clock. Plan on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show happening sometime around 6:30 to 6:40, somewhere in there, depending on how that JV game will go. Minot High will be at home against Williston. We'll have that call for you on Thursday night as well. Well, we're looking at this graphic on the screen, doubleheader in football. Century is at home against Shanley. That's a big one for their homecoming matchup. Shanley's unbeaten on the season. They are the team to beat in AAA football. That's a rematch of last year's state title game. Davies at number 5 takes on number 2 Minot High. I'll have the call of that one on Friday night as well. And then Saturday, some single-A football as Bishop Ryan is at home against the Stanley Blue Jays. We'll have the call of that one for you on Saturday afternoon, coming to you from Herb Parker Stadium on top of Minot's North Hill. Well, the Century Patriots improved to a record tonight of 13-3. They go 7-1 in the WDA now. Minot High will drop to a record of 8-7 overall inside the conference. They drop to 4-4. When we look at those standings inside the West region, yeah, mark your calendars for Thursday night. You might want to clear out what you've got going on. Bismarck unbeaten in the conference at 5-0. Century at 7-1. Bismarck had a matchup tonight where they hosted Legacy. That could be a good one as well, with the Legacy Sabres sitting at number 4, Bismarck at number 2. So we'll see how it all shakes out after tonight's action in the WDA. But plan on two teams that frankly have a rivalry as old as the schools have been around inside of every sport in North Dakota high school athletics, coming toe-to-toe with pretty high marks on Thursday night. Again, Mackenzie and Todd will have the call for you here on the PSP Network. Well, we have got more to come on our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show. When we come back, we'll put our finishing touches on it here tonight as we'll name our move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. We'll also name our MVP. Here's a hint. We already talked to her here tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips here this evening. It all happens when we come back to the Planning Team Financial and Shots Crossroads postgame show. All Century tonight. They win 3-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
There is no place like the Country Club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
3-0 Century over Minot High tonight in WDA Volleyball. Welcome back into our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. Find them at planningteam.com. They'll help you in Western North Dakota or wherever you may be. And Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99, where you can order online and pick it up right at Shots Crossroads. Team buses are always welcome. I'm ready for some Shots Crossroads here tonight, but I got a little trek to get back across Highway 83 to get back to the Magic City after this one here this evening. Both teams were hungry for a win coming into tonight. Century just had a little more in the tank when it was all said and done. That would be a fair way to say that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that's fair, for sure.
Century Patriots, the real deal, at the top of the list inside of the media poll inside of North Dakota. One of the teams that's inside the top 5. Jamestown, legit. Bismarck High, legit as well out here in the West region. Tonight, Century showed the power that they had. Well, let's move on to our move of the game here tonight. It's brought to you by our friends at Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Time for our move of the game here tonight. There's a handful of plays that you could have gone with, but I just have a general one in my mind here tonight that I think would be a fair call, and that's just the way that Century was able to play at the net, their net play here tonight, not only with the kills, but the defensive side as we take a look at the move of the game that was pulled up, and that is the defensive blocking at the net for the Century Patriots. It just seemed like all night long when Minot High tried to get something going, the big blocks were there for the Century Patriots.
Yep, and that's the thing about Century. They've got huge blocks, and they had that timing down just right tonight. They were, placing their hands just how they need to on a block, and had, a lot of plays that were just phenomenal for the Patriots.
Defensively, offensively, you name it, Patriots did it well tonight. That's my move of the game. Is there another one in your mind that would stand out to you besides that?
I did have one that really stood out to me. It was Addison Clemene. She had just a huge hit. She hit zone 5 right after Minot High had a side out. Kind of they were building their momentum, and she came in and just slammed that ball right zone 5. It just killed Minot High's momentum, and then Century kind of just seemed to take off from there.
Good pick on that as well. That certainly is worthy of that award here tonight, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Again, Jobbers with locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers will help you with your moving and storage needs. Time for our Sport Clips MVP of the matchup here tonight. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP haircut experience. That's where I find myself at least once a month, is at Sport Clips in Minot and in Bismarck. Sign in with a hairstylist online. It's quick, it's convenient. They do a great job. They're friendly as can be at Sport Clips. They bring you the MVP here tonight. How do you pick on a night like this? I mean, there was so much distribution across the board for both teams here tonight. But for the Century Patriots, when you look down the list, I mean, this could have went a bunch of different ways here this evening.
You're so right. They've got hitters all over the court, and all those hitters contributed tonight. So you're right. It could have went to anybody, but there was one that stuck out to us.
Erica Lee, 34 kills coming in here tonight. She adds a handful more here in this showdown.
Easily.
Probably in the teens. We'll get that official number tomorrow on the WDA website. Those stats. Congratulations, Erica Lee. Well-spoken young lady, too, by the way. I enjoyed that interview quite a bit.
Yes, she definitely was. And like I said before, I've really enjoyed watching her. She seems like a very good teammate. She's a constant on the floor and just always putting the ball down with a smile on her face.
34 kills and plenty of reasons to smile, by the way. 34 kills, the block leader for the Patriots with 14 and a half. 18 digs to go along with that on her resume. And, oh, by the way, number 6 inside the West region with service aces on the year. Pretty well-rounded player in Erica Lee, the senior middle hitter for the Patriots, named our MVP of this game here tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips. Again, Sport Clips with locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at sportclips.com. Sign in with a hairstylist today. They bring you the MVP. Congratulations once again, Erica Lee. Final thoughts from you here tonight, Makenzie, on this WDA showdown that had Century winning 3-0 when it was all said and done.
Well, there was a lot of really fun rallies in that match. Minot High, they put up a fight. They had some good rallies, but Century, they're a tough team to come in and beat on their home court.
No question about that. Patriots cruise here tonight to set victories at 26-16, 25-13, and 25-22 to improve to a record of 13-3 overall, 7-1 inside the conference. Minot drops to 8-7 on the overall mark. Inside the West region, they're now 4-4. Big thank you again tonight to all those sponsors that you see here on the PSP Network. Frankly, without them, we wouldn't be here. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit subscribe on the YouTube platform as well. Big thank you to John Haugen tonight, producing our show off to our right here this evening. Job well done, Johnny. We sure appreciate you. Great job to you, Makenzie, as well. Fun working with you for the first time.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Had
a great time here tonight in Bismarck. But I'm ready to head home to Schatz Crossroads, so we will sign off from the capital city for the final time. 3-0 Century over Minot on the BNC Bank scoreboard. We're back at it later on this week. Join us for more high school volleyball coming up on Thursday. Bismarck and Century will play. Todd and Makenzie have the call there. Melissa Spelchin and I will have the call of Minot High and Williston coming up on Thursday night as well. Those pregame shows brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change will start roughly around 6:30 or 6:40, depending on JV game times and how long they take. For my partners here tonight, John and Makenzie, we thank you all for joining us. Until Thursday night, Nick Hulberg signing off from Bismarck. Please have a good night, and God bless.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move?
It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh? Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.